Alright, welcome back. We're going to be in Enshrouded. We are in Update 6. This is not specific to Update 6 with a few things. What we're going to try today is we're going to see what new things I can build. What I mean by new things I can build is, can I take a variety of stuff, smash them together, especially now that we have the precise movement tool, and make something new from that. And what's got me thinking is this sign right here. So we have a sign for the barber. Can we make other signs? I'm betting we can. The question is, what can we make? So that's the purpose of today's videos. We're going to see what things we can make using a variety of other things to make them with. Like this would be easy enough. You smash all of this into the wall where only this back is sticking out, and then you got like a stir cauldron or something. That's simple enough. I could see putting a shield against that scissor on both sides, and maybe it becomes a blacksmith sign, maybe. I want to see if we can turn those into carpets. What else? I'm betting there's something we can do with these posts that would be interesting. Sink this thing down far enough and also put a light in its space and make solar path lights, maybe. What else? What else looks cool that I think we could do stuff with? I like the shape of this baluster here. I think we could do some interesting stuff with that. These new smaller ones, I think they would make really good windows. At least some of them. So we take a look here, and we see my little testing grounds here where I've done all kinds of goofy things. Like showing how to make the floating book, showing how to make... Normally, I don't show this portion. Normally, I build it on my own, and then I figure out how to do it right, and then I make a video about it. Well, now that we have the precision movement tool, I think a lot of it will be easier to do, and I think we can do a lot of these goofy things that I have done on my base a lot easier. One of the things I'm thinking of, I'm going to see if we have it out here. I don't see it. So we don't have the exact... There's a two-hander that looks like a hook. The other thing I think of is using this stand or something similar to it. We could make a three-dimensional sign for a blacksmith, because, I mean, you know, shield and swords, and that makes perfect sense. We'll have to see about that. See what I can make with that. I'll give you an idea of something I have made before. So I made this before by smashing a whole bunch of different things together. That head as part of this machine to make it look like the stuff that he's grinding comes out of his mouth or his tongue. Now that we have precision placement, I could get that to look even better. And goes into that thing, which also has a light beneath it and all that. So it's this kind of thing. I want to see what of those I can make. And then, you know, people learned how to plant in pots. This was a Ketmall design. He learned how to plant in pots a long time ago. The farmer. I think we could do something with a hanging pot that has flowers in it off the side of a building as a sign, to make it look like... Okay, so you know how you have hanging pots sometimes from the ceiling? You've got the ropes that come up off the edges and go up to a point. I wonder if we can do something like that. Well, this is another thing that I did. The table in the middle is merged with the chairs beside it, that it looks like it's one big piece. It's not really, but it looks like it's one big piece. Nope, wrong button. Those are standing torches. That's a Ketmall design. where he used them as vertical brackets. So I'm just going to run around here a little bit, see what different ideas I can get of things that I've done in the past. And then we'll go start grabbing some stuff. I made this a long time ago. It's a really neat little seating area. This guy, long time ago. This is actually an end table, but it's sunk down 1 block into the ground to make it look like a coffee table. This one, you sink the shower into the wall, and it makes it look like it comes out into the sink basin. Add this behind a toilet. So this is what we're going to work on trying to do today. Come up with new things. This one here is kind of like a water closet you would see in the UK, where you have the tank up above, you have a pull chain. Yeah, it's not a very good pull chain, but whatever. It's a banner sticking up there into the roof, and then a toilet below it. I don't think I can even get over there, see? Yeah, you can see it right there. That's another thing. This is a whole device that sticks out into the wall on the other side. This, I've got flame up inside there. One sec. Man. I've got flame under there so that it looks like it's permanently lit. Back before we had dividers, I built my own. I was the first one to build room dividers before we actually had them. Poster bed, same concept. A crane that I built, which I'm sure I could build much better now. This was kind of my pride and joy back in the day. This little grotto seating. Absolutely gorgeous. What else did I do? This stair, I think you can do this now because now that we have precision placement, because you can't do it normally anymore. Since you can sit on these, it won't. The hitbox won't allow you to do these. Same with these stairs, but you have to do it with precision placement. More ideas of different things I toyed with and tested to see what I could come up with and what it would look like. This would be like a barrier. One sec. Holy crap, I cannot. My throat is going nuts. Using a bunch of chairs to make benches that we don't currently have. We have benches, we just don't have that many. Sinking this in to make it look like a more proper fireplace. Sinking some of these things in. This was a Ketmall design. What else have I built? Back before we had some of this stuff, we have grave markers now. Use toilets backwards to make gravestones in what looks like a little mausoleum. Outdoor water spigot, same thing. There's a shower buried deep inside that. That's just a bunch of the benches in a circle. This is like, you put this in a field, and it makes it look like it's like a haystack. You do it with these as well. Give yourself a nice cathedral ceiling, like this. This is a sawhorse I built a long time ago. Mailbox. Topiaries before we could do this. Now it's easy to do all that stuff. But back in the day, it was not so easy. Patterns within wall structures. Lots of people have done this. But we didn't used to have railings that went up and down stairs, so we had to create our own. So this is the kind of interesting thing we're going to work on. Base defense. Not really, but kind of looks like it. This is a... I don't know why I didn't fill that back in. This is supposed to be like a sewer outlet, right? For a castle. Put a door down inside of it. I don't remember who it was that came up with these on the corners, but it looks really nice. I think this was a chisel chip idea. Doing these over the windows. I believe. Could be wrong. This was my Build Better Towns design. Changing it up, moving things around, getting them off-centered, etc. It just gives you a better look than the same town right here. This is the exact same build, same buildings, just built a little differently. Nothing wrong with it, it's just not as interesting. Alright, so let us go over to PRW and let's grab some items and let's see what smashing things together gives us as options for new things. It's the name of the game tonight. We're going to try to come up with new things. Also, on PRW, for those of you who do utilize it. So, this one is labeled 35 Gem Forge now, because that does only go to 35. There is a level 40 Gem Forge. Unfortunately, it's a Night Sanctum, but I figured out how to get this thing close enough that once I unlock the doors, the door just stays open permanently now. So you can go in during the daytime. Unfortunately, you will have to do the puzzle every single time you go in. I think it's a terrible design choice, but it's not up to me. Okay. I mean, that alone could do something. We could put things on it now. Alright, let's grab... Also, let's grab one of each of those. Okay. The mirror upside down beanie function to us. Turn that upside down and hang it from a wall. Turn it sideways and push it out from a wall. I don't know what good that would do us. I wonder if that'd give us a substrate to place things on. Let's try. No, not those. I did like the idea of those, so let's take some of those and try that. Oh, wait, what else? There was... Nope. These. Try something with those, maybe? Let's see. I bet we could stick that out from a building and have something hang on that, and that actually looks like it would be a sign. Actually, several of these could work for that. I think these are a little too chunky. Those are too chunky. Okay. Alright, so that's good there. Is the sign over here? I think the sign's over here. Nope. What do these look like? I'm trying to think of what these will look like sideways to have them come out and then have anything coming off of them. The end of that would be good. I mean, any of these things as a pole would be fine. No, those won't work. Nope. Those can't be displayed in that manner. I wonder when these spammers will learn. They get banned enough times, they eventually learn to stop spamming. Okay, so the blue globe could be on the end of a stick, but for what point? Be interesting if we could also get a light inside of it to make it glow. Okay, so what do the ends of any of these look like? They can just have the head stick up, but what does that do for us? Does it do anything? Hi, kitty. Could we get... I wonder how far his lantern sticks out. No, no, no. This button. Okay, so it is a light. Boy, it doesn't stick out from his body very far. And it'd be a hand sticking out of the wall, holding a lantern. It'd be a little weird. Yeah, I don't love it. Be a little strange. Pumpkins. Pumpkin hanging from something. It could be a way to signify the collector, maybe? Because it's spooky. Yeah, I haven't pet you yet. Alright, there you go. Get your scritches. Get your good boy scritches. There you go. Alright. Now move along. Today's gotta work. Those are all too big. That won't work. Where did I put the alchemist sign? Did I not dupe alchemist signs? I'll feel pretty dumb if I didn't. Alright, just chairs, but what do they look like? See, anything ornate enough? So if you could turn that sideways, stick out just the back, and then flip another one the opposite direction and have it out so they're back to back, that could look like a sign for the collector, for sure. And then the seated portion of the chair is buried in the wall. So that could be something, maybe. Almost look better to have that, and then you have the seated portion buried in the ground and just that portion sticking up, maybe. What am I doing? Open up empty ones, dum-dum. Oh. I don't see beds and tables doing anything for me. Stumps. I mean, you do have skulls, but we got plenty of skulls with the lights, so we don't really need that. Okay. The only problem if I use lights is they themselves will be lit 24/7. Perma-lit. No matter what I do. That fireplace, if we can put it sideways and stick out just the top portion, that would look cool. Then hang stuff from it, like hang lights from it, maybe? Let's see what we can do with that. course, you could hang a chandelier from something. Let's see. You can make a chandelier out of skull candles. Yeah, maybe. What I want is more like a lantern, or that we create something that looks like a lantern. Okay. So we have these. Taller street lamps with those. What's up, Jasper? I am on a mission to see what I can build by smashing things together. Smash this thing into that thing and make a new thing out of those things. So now I'm just trying to find what all things I think will look good if I put them together with other things. And I kind of want to make a sign. So we have the barber sign, and I kind of want to see what other signs I can make. By utilizing things. For example, maybe I put one of these guys sticking out from the wall sideways, assuming they can be set sideways. I don't know. I haven't used the precision placement very much yet. And then hang something from it like a sign. Like you would have, right? You would have a sign. And I just don't know what all will work, because I haven't really done a lot of this in a while. Yeah, it certainly would be a sign, but sign of what? And then I gotta come up with, okay, so what are the different signs? Like the farmer, I think that's fairly obvious. We could do some like hanging flowers, probably. The blacksmith, I think we can do sword and shield, maybe, hanging off of something. Okay, so we did a rounded, but what does that do for us? Put something in the round, and even still, what's that do? It's all a matter of trying to come up with designs of things using multiple different things to slam them together into a new thing, and voila, we have a thing. Like my quote-unquote decimator thing I built a while back. No. And it's just a matter of something catching my eye and being like, yep, that's going to work. And trying to think of what's something going to look like sideways. So I think, okay. But who represents books? The alchemist? But not really. The alchemist doesn't really represent books. Kinda does. Because I'm thinking you could put a sign up on the side of the building sticking out, have a book across it with some potions. He's not really books though. That's not. It just doesn't seem like he's the. When I think of books, I don't think of the alchemist specifically. Let's take that. We'll probably use that for stuff. Bet we can use those chains, or those chains. Probably not this chain. Nah, we're not going to use that chain. That chain. Let's see. Swing anchor. Okay, so we have a bucket hanging from something. What could that be? Food's actually kind of easy. We put up a thing, put a plate on it sideways, put the food on the plate, bam! Place to eat. Honestly, that thing hanging from that thing, from, say, that thing, would you know what? That would represent very well a, like maybe the collector. Okay. Ladder doesn't do it for me. Leather bag. That stuff's all too big. I mean, the notice board, sure, but... Trade dolls. We stick this out from the building. What does that do for us? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. Too big. One barrel sideways to do signify tavern? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, the heads aren't going to do anything good for me, I don't think. I don't see those representing... Well, one could represent the hunter, maybe. We've already done him with fire eyes, so we've already built that before. Showcase that. Statue. These. So, I mean, I could see that representing a blacksmith. Perfect, right? I do remember one or several of those being absolutely massive. I've already pet you, kitty. Daddy's working. Okay, can't display tools. So that's not going to help. Alright. Well, that looks sitting out sideways. It looked terrible. You... The note sign and flasks placed horizontal on it. Do you actually write something out with it? Just like spell it out? Or am I thinking too much into that? Oh, very cool. But they were huge out of blocks. Yeah, for sure. mean, honestly, that right there is a good thing to use for the alchemist. Let's see. So that, but we also have the newer versions. Are a good thing that we could use for food, for like a tavern. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if you've seen it already. I got King can't keep me down. So this Gem Forge is the level 40 one. This one's only level 35, so I've marked it. But you got to go into a night sanctum. So I toiled and chipped away over and over again until I got it right. This flame altar is at level 3, which goes just beyond the front of the doors. So once it's unlocked permanently. Like daytime, nighttime doesn't make any difference, and you don't have to unlock it again. It stays unlocked. You still have to do the puzzle every time, which I think is a terrible idea. But that's, yeah, my opinion doesn't really matter. Silver sideways bowl, maybe. But at least it's there, and I put the files on PRW's Discord. People can go in. There's a chest right when you spawn there, and you can get all the essence you need. Go in there and... Okay, so ladle. Now, do something with this. Small mortar. And then upgrade gems that you get yourself, I mean. I wish we had a variant where the hoop was vertical. Similar to how, well, those hoops aren't vertical either, but similar to those. We're still going to try and see what we come up with. Okay, so I don't know where the hell I put the barber sign. I may not have brought the barber sign over. Wait a minute. Yeah, we checked every box, didn't we? Well, I guess I gotta find that and duplicate that. I don't know what the hell I did with it. I have a bunch of those on my thing already. We're going to jump back over to my testing facility once I've got a variety of things to play with. Yeah, those are just... That's not going to do me any good. What about... Okay, so the very specific... This one. This is the one I'm thinking of using. This dark staff, you see how it looks like a hook on the coming out? If I can put that on a staff mount and have just the hook sticking out, I think that would be awesome. Shield wall mount. And then we could do... Okay. How did I do this one? Was this the one that's both of them? It is. It sticks out really far. That would not look that good for us. But we can turn those now. So I might be able to use 2 of those and 1 of those Pool table using weapon racks. Did you find a staff that looks like a pool cue? It's basically just straight. It's just a stick. Kind of that sort of, kind of like the Shepherd's Lightning. Similar, at least. We still need to get the Shroud Reaver with a socket. Okay, so if we did... Okay. Shield wall, but also... one-handed melee wall. If I cross the one-handed melee wall with shield wall all together in one spot, I might be able to make the shield and sword like that, but tighter. Oh, that's cool. End of a weapons to ball, huh? That's neat. Speaking of, we now have... I mean, this itself looks like a nice mount to put things on. Okay, so let's look at... I've got the staff that I want. It kind of makes sense just to use those just because it's simple. To have crossing swords, because it is very similar to what these are. If I can get that to work right. Now, shield-wise, what makes really good sense? It needs to be something thin. Almost needs to be this, the Rising Fighter shield. Let's see what else we got. Someone on the video I just put out said that at some point we can make this. I still don't have it on my blacksmith. That we can make it and we can make it higher level. Sorry I keep coughing. My throat's really bothering me for some reason. That would be a good juxtaposition with these for color. Of course, this is your standard tried and true. We'd have them coming out the... Let's do this. Check one more. Oh yeah, I can't use those. I wish we could mount these. I'd like to mount those and have the effect active. Oh, that'd be cool. Alright, let's check to make sure there isn't a better... That could be an interesting look. Honestly, the bronze sword would look nice too, versus these scrappy swords. Let's do that. Alright, let's pop those in there. Yeah, they don't need to be terribly ornate. Ooh, this could look like, this could be mines. Put it down into the ground, and it's mines along a stretch. That could look neat. Alright, we have enough stuff for us to get started. To see what... Nope, damn it. I'm so used to just spamming that over and over again when I'm updating PRW that it's just, yeah, a bit of muscle memory there. The small kettle. Oh, because the feet. The feet on it. Yeah. Yeah, I see that. I need metal. Okay. Alright, let's go upstairs. No, not upstairs. We went down here. I want the testing ground. That's the showcase. Did you ever see the invisible stairs that I built? That wall's a staircase. Yeah. This wall is a staircase. That is a staircase. The Athenor has such a ridiculous collision hitbox. It acts as stairs. It's great. This is the kind of weird shit I do in my off time, man. Just come up with invisible stairs. Alright, so we want to... First off, let's get us... Let's do it this way so we can see better. Start over here. Okay, now. Oh, yeah. Let's see if we can make rugs floors. Fine-tune rotation. R, snap. Now it's T. Nope, I'm wrong. It's not T. It's G. Is that level? Yeah, I guess that is level. Now it's back to Q. Rugs. We have rugs now. What's up, Amber? How you doing? Yep. That's going to be a thing now. We have rugs. Doreen, how's it going? I was hoping I was going to be able to do that. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Lurky's just fine, buddy. So here's my thought on this. So we get this. We kind of put it... Now, obviously, this would be buried into a wall. But we want to put this in here. Nope, I'm going to go the other way. Okay, wrong side. Take that back. Give it. Oh, it doesn't stick out very far, does it? That sucks. Oh, that's crap. I'm not happy with that. Okay, so we put that there. Put this here. Okay. So the idea here, and then you would have, let's go back to that, and let's do... Okay. So you have this sticking out, right? And this goofy looking thing becomes your hook for your sign. Now let's say it's just for shits and giggles. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, hide the metal at the end. Well, yeah, that's fair. I don't know. I had to play with it some, but we got carpets now, so that's awesome. Okay, so we did this. Fine-tune top and bottom Q. Oh, it only goes up a certain distance. Okay, I gotta start higher. Alright, that's fine. Let's grab this. Let's get me some distance here. Alright, we'll start there, and we'll just refund that here in a minute. Yeah, no, I could use a chain. I'm just trying to see... One sec. I could definitely use the chain. What I'm trying to do, the whole point of this stream is to see what different things I can make with other things. Oh, you little bastard. And see, because I've always had my eye on this one staff for that very reason, because the weirdness of that end. Hey, what the hell? I guess I have to use it at the same time. Okay. That's freaking awesome. So yeah, that works out fantastic. Now, I don't know why you would want to do just that, but it does work out very well. If we had a hanging lantern, because we don't really have a lantern that hangs, I think it would be just outstanding. But that works. I mean, it's functionally it works. If you can hide the rest of the staff in the wall, that works. All right, now, excuse me. Prison fence. Is that too thin? Okay, oh yeah, let's go take a look at those. I want to see which one's too big. I want the littler one. We need to go up to update 5 stuff up there. Street lamp, the tall ones, yep. So I brought with me one of those. This one that I think we can put block in it and stick that up, but that's fairly simple. Okay, where are the... There they are. Are they all huge? They're all huge, aren't they? Damn, those are freaking big. I mean, they would work as a blacksmith, but they're not going to work with this tiny-ass little thing. This is going to look stupid next to them. If it's coming out from the wall with that, that's going to look stupid. But what might look good... If I can put that thing sideways... Oh, it's a little big. Yeah, that's a little big. It's a little bit big. How about this guy? I don't know if it comes out far enough. Maybe. I don't like that big bulbous head at the end. I would like it to be metal, though, because metal would make more sense than, say, this. But the wood might make sense, too. Alright. Let's try the wood. Yeah, that's one of the new fence posts. The white one, too, but the white one's really little. And yes, I know I could glide down with the glider. It's just fun to slide down the slide. Wonk. Okay. So if we did, let's say off of this right here. And let's say we did number 3. Oh, I'm going to have to do this, aren't I? I'm going to have to do... I might have to start this up a little bit. Let's get myself something to stand on. And let's start this there. Now, if we take this... Where'd it go? Okay, so we take this, and then we do R. And we want G? Yes. Is that the correct? That is not. It's one too far. No, not that. G. That right there. Okay, so we take this like this. So now we have our post that sticks out. Yeah, that's definitely chonky enough, I think. I think that's good enough for how thick. Big chunky boy. So then what we gotta do, we gotta see if... Let's try this one, because it's not super, super big. But we gotta come down. So we're gonna start... Okay. Alright, let's look at this here. Start there. And we want Q. Ooh, not Q. How is that supposed to be up and down? That is definitely not up and down. R. And nope, they're all rotate. Uh-oh. Yeah, alright, I'll do that. Because that's definitely not up and down. Just do this real quick. R. Get X off of there. No. Why are you being an ass? There you go. That way I can easily just remove that. Now. Okay. So I want to see... Idiot. I know, people yell at me. I've got all these bars. Like, yeah, I just like things in a certain place. It's my bad. I think that would be reasonable. You think you could actually even stick it out a little bit further? I think that would be reasonable for a blacksmith. I would do it on both sides. Same thing on both sides. I think that's a good, reasonable blacksmith sign. Now, the question is, do we like the metal better? Oh, is it going to let me do it right here? That'd be awesome. R. Now, G. Then move it up. So then maybe actually we bring it out further. Because I kind of actually like that. So, pick this up. This back down. Oh, where'd he go? There it is. Let's go about like that. And then you put another one on this side. I don't have another of the same one. But, whatever. You put another whatever on it. I think that could definitely work. Yeah, I think this would be a good design for a blacksmith sign. I don't know that I love these specific shields as it, even though they're kind of, you know, within the tone of it. But I think that works. But what could we do if we built it ourselves? Hammer. Hammer time. It's hammer time. Alright, if we built this ourselves... Okay, I think it's going to have to be melee first. Oh, this is going to be tough. Oh yeah, totally send me the idea. I'll check stuff out. Would this be fine? R? Maybe. And this would be R again. No, wrong. T. Yes. Okay, so if we did that there. Is it going to let me do it? Probably not. So we're probably going to have to do one of these numbers. Q this. Haha. Screw you, pal. Okay, so something like that. Probably be best to put the swords on there first. Ah, damn it. Oh, that's a... Okay. So the other one has to go down. Okay. No. Get my face. There we go. So that one has to be facing down. So counterintuitive. Q. There we go. Hey, where's my sword? What? Oh, damn it. I'm seriously put the staff one on there. I don't even believe it. I mean, I do believe it. I absolutely believe that's what I just did. Hey, it's going on the right way already. Cool. Alright. Shield, get on my way. That maybe? No, the other one. Okay. So that gets us... Man, having to do this and try to get it actually exactly how you want it would be a nightmare. It'd almost just be better to do the other one. Just because lack of it being super annoying. It's literally backwards. Okay. There we go. And then... There we go. And I do want this in front a little bit, but not crazy. So about like that. Maybe like that. Get it centered on him right there. Get out of there so I can see what I'm doing. Shield. Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. That... damn it. Okay. I don't think doing it yourself is going to be the best idea. I think putting one of those pre-made... Yeah, they do sit really deep on it. Doing one of the pre-mades is going to be way better. Way easier to get it to look the part. But hey, it was a decent idea. Alright, so we like... Let's try one of the other ones. Let's try this big boy. Oh, put the shield on a pre-made? Yeah, maybe. Boy, this thing would sure be a statement. Put that and then put another one on this side. That is sure a statement. So again, I think that works out pretty well. Of course, I don't have the diamond perfect on it, but I think that works out pretty well. What I would even consider is sinking this a little bit into it to where there's less meat from that portion. Let's go get another one of those. Snake. Yeah, so some of what you're seeing was changed last update. I think it was last update. They added precision placement for decorations. So anything that you can use to decorate your base with, they added precision placement. And the physical building blocks is still just squares. Like, we're just running around building with squares. So, cool, but not that exciting, honestly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was update 5. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly confident. I'd have to go back and watch my video, but I'm pretty sure it is. Full release is going to be a lot, man. There's going to be... Enshrouded's got a lot going for it. There's a whole lot of things. I responded to somebody today that was saying it seems like it's just all overwhelming, and I mean, they're not wrong. There's a lot to do. If you haven't been playing like some of us have since the beginning, it's a lot of stuff. Like, I don't know how long you've been here, Snake, but this wall right here, this is a staircase. It's just an invisible staircase. And I found that out because these damn things have such a large collision box. Like, I can't get any closer than that. I'm trying. But the collision hitbox is so big that you can literally make a staircase invisible. I can go further apart than this by, I think it's one more block. So you can make it to where it looks like, oh my god, I'm going to die if I fall in there. Holy shit, look at that. It's terrible. This is a great way to stop enemies from coming into your base, but you can still get into your base. Without having to have like a jump. Have something that's still physical and you can get to it. But this is the kind of weird shit that I do. I come up with weird things just to see. It's cheating. Yep, 100%. Facts. I like to come up with weird shit. I like to push the limits of building as much as I can because, I mean, what's the fun if you're not, right? Like, what's the point in not trying to push the limit of what a thing is? How dare you come in here and smash something? Excuse me? Turd. Get out of my base. Alright, so let's put that away. Hello? Let me pick it up, you jackass. Okay. I want to get this more straight, and I want to actually sink it properly. So, let's go back to this guy. Now, actually, this one's perfect because of where I'm going to put it. Ooh, should we put it out even a little bit more? Will it really give it some... No! I was just playing Oblivion before this, and they use a different button for crouch. Okay. So if I go to Q... Alright, I don't want any part sticking through. So that's just where it's going to have to live. But that worked. That's sunk it in there a little bit. And it gives it a little more... Yeah, and it's nice and centered. Nice, I like it. That'll work. Alright, let's try this one. And let's see what this looks like when we do a back-to-back. Alright, so... let's About like that. Yeah. I like it. Do we have any plate-like things that I could lay on their side to fill that gap? I don't think we do. I could always put a light in there. That'd be interesting. Inside of it. That'd be hella interesting. Let's see if I can get it in there. I gotta have to put it on there first, wouldn't I? Probably. It doesn't like it. It's like, bro, what are you doing to me? You're squeezing me out. Okay, how about this? R, and then T? Nope. G. The other way? Or that way? I don't know. Yeah, no. I don't like that at all. The question is, can I get it back now that I put it up there? Probably not. You suck. Well, now that we have that off, let's try again. So, I have like... Actually, I think it's about the same. I got about 600 hours in each of them. They're good both in their own right. Valheim and Enshrouded. And I would say the difference comes that... How to explain this? That Enshrouded is a far better builder than Valheim is. And... Whoa, that moon came up so quick because I forget how high I have it set. It's like 2 minutes. Ooh, maybe. Sorry. Enshrouded is a better building game and less punishing when you want to go out and explore. Like it's not hard. Whereas Valheim, you know, first time you meet the Death Skeeto, yeah, that's a... Oh, what's that flying thing? Why am I dead? Combat is not... It's not that difficult. Like, it's not even really much. It can be a little frustrating. There's things called hollow halls, and they're group dungeons, or at least meant to be group dungeons. You can solo them, but they're meant to be group dungeons. Oh man, I had to remove a bunch of the things, didn't I? Oh, I took it out from all of them. Oh, I'm on my own, that's why. I'm not on PRW. So these hollow halls have an absolute truckload of enemies. It's not that they're hard. They're just... Well, okay. Think of the damn, what did they call the queen, the bug queen in Mistlands? She's not only a pain in the ass, she has so much hit points, it's absolute insanity. it takes forever to kill her because of how big her hit points pool is. That's not fun. You know, I would say the bosses in this game, with the exception of maybe the dragon, you can probably kill any of the bosses within, if you're good enough by yourself, a couple minutes. Like maybe there's one fight where you gotta fight 2 bosses with a bunch of trash, and then 2 more bosses come in after that with a little bit of trash. That's the end of the highest level hollow halls currently. And yeah, that one's a bit of a pain in the butt. However, it's still not... the whole fight with one person, it might take you 10 minutes. Whereas, man, you could spend a half an hour on the Mistlands boss, just fighting the queen over and over and over again. I kind of like that. I kind of like the little light just chilling in there. Yeah, I can dig that. I can dig that as a sign for the blacksmith. It may not be the perfect sign, but I can dig that as that. I like the rug, obviously. I like the concept of this. That application really isn't all that good, but I like the concept. What I was going to look at too. Here, let's get rid of this crap because I'm just gonna refresh PRW anyway. Oh, let's do this one also. We'll do this one next to it just to see what they look like. R. G. Yep. Q. So I can overlap them. Ooh, there we go. So if you get it right to the edge... There you go. Who's saying that? Thorin. Was it Thorin? No, it was Jasper. There you go. So that kind of hides it. If you have them butted up against each other, you can kind of hide the metal bits. Oh yeah, dude. Like, building stuff in this game is... Okay, let me show you. When you say you could spend hundreds of hours, I did spend hundreds of hours on this build. Let me show you. This is going to be a more chill stream anyway. It's not really meant to be big and heavy. Okay. I did not build this bridge, just so you're aware. This bridge was built by the developers. It's called Braelin's Bridge. It's wrecked just like you see it, everything exactly just like that. That's how it comes when the game starts. So just so that you're aware, there's, you know, it's all broke to shit, right? There is a base that starts right here and goes all the way to everything except for those last one column inside this wrecked out structure. I have 5 secret entrances into this place. All of this was built before we had the intricate placement. So this is my like crane idea. I hid building equipment in the wall to make it look like this is the little handle, and that's the pulley system that runs this crane that brings up the stone. The idea for this one is this was the first leg, the first section of Braelin's Bridge. It also goes up to the very top. Like literally the very top. Inside, I did not touch the exterior of this bridge in any way. I gutted it from the inside 1 block at a time. Workers got themselves a little bathroom. Now this wasn't enshrouded when I built it. It's enshrouded now just because the devs changed some things. But this was my contest entry for one of the builds. This is the mine, where they were digging out all the stone to build the bridge, and it got, you know, over the centuries, it's been overtaken by this growth, right? This is another crane that I built that's, quote, working by the, you know. Of course, we can make all this stuff much, much better today than I was able to do back then. And all this shroud wasn't here, so I was able to build all this stuff, but you know, you've got scaffolding. These are blocks that they didn't finish taking up and putting. You know, you got scaffolding that goes up there. They were building down that. That's where they broke into whatever this growth is, and it just started taking over. These are building blocks that they're taking out. This one's going to take a minute because this build is massive. Yeah, like they went this way and they found that blue stuff. They're like, oh shit, okay, we can't go that way. Here's some ventilation. Of course, all of this would have existed before the shroud happened, so there wouldn't be any of the shroud stuff in here. This is where they would have lived as they were building on it. You know, they had a little cook place there. There's a secret path up this way. That goes up right where we were just standing. It's just hidden back here. Another ventilation shaft here. And then this is supposed to be... I left it open the last time I was here. This is a secret entrance. This is how once it was built, the king and queen would have gotten out if the bridge ever got sieged. And this is the bathroom for the ladies, because the ladies' room is right above us. They have a really nice bath. They have the best bathroom. It's got a fireplace, nice copper tub, and it comes up. We're inside of a leg right now. And then this is their 2 beds. Unfortunately, it's all enshrouded now, so that sucks, but it's all right. You're not supposed to be moving. Why are you moving around? She's supposed to be up here. So this is where the carpenter lives. And he's a little guy, so he lives under the stairs. He's got himself a little bathroom. He's got his sawhorse. It's a little sawhorse because he's a little guy. He's got all of his equipment. This is where she's supposed to be, is right here. This is the hunter, and she does the leather gear and all that, and her trophies and everything. This was the spiral staircase I built back before you could do this kind of crap. That was a huge pain in the ass. Back before we had room dividers, I designed this room divider. This is the alchemist. Where'd the alchemist go this time? Okay, he's over there. Apparently I haven't set my guys to stop moving. This is another secret entrance. This one is really dodgy because, yeah, you die without a chute. It's kind of hard to close that one because you're already on the ladder, so you can't access it. But yeah, the alchemist has got a sweet pad. This thing I built, it's kind of hard to see, but this is the best bedroom I've ever built. So it goes out onto this balcony where we grow a little bit of food. I want to shut all this stuff. All of this was done by the devs. I didn't change any of that. I did widen this just a touch, but I didn't change any of that. Then the best room in the place, of course. This is where the farmer and wherever the hell she went to. I don't know where she went to. Something weird happened here with one of the updates. That's supposed to be chests inside of a cabinet, and it kind of looked weird. We got dishes stacked. This is where we all eat, you know. Where's that? Oh, there she is right there. It's got a really sweet... Let's go into first-person mode. Really sweet library. And, of course, what library would be complete without a secret entrance? You can't get up from this, but you can get down into this. You just can't get back up. But yeah, this is a really, really sweet library. And then we go down this leg. This leg is where you actually come in. So this is where you spawn right here. Right in the center of the bridge. Well, not really the center, but close enough. And it's got storage. Oh yeah, and it's got a secret. So out here is where I kept... So there was a time when that weapon got changed by the devs, but if you had it in your inventory, it didn't get changed. So I'm one of the ones that still has one of the original Shroud Weavers that did not get changed. And this is cool because you can't actually... It looks like you'll fall down, but you can't actually walk out. And this has the best bathroom you will ever see in Enshrouded. What's up, bad manners? Sorry. Alright, you ready for the best bathroom you'll ever see in Enshrouded? Look at that shit right there. How cozy is that? That is the sweetest bathroom in Enshrouded. It's got a shower. Of course, it's partly enshrouded now, which sucks, but, you know, what can you do? Thanks to the video. Yeah, no worries. I was going to make a... I do have it as a wallpaper, actually, funny enough. And then we go down further. Now, again, this didn't used to all be enshrouded. This is normally where the collector stands. And we get into some more stuff, and I'm kind of irritated that it's all partly enshrouded. So this is the jail. This side, you get a toilet, you get some books to read, you get a little sink, right? Now, this side, this is the side, this is called the hole. This is like you punched the king in the face, or you grab the queen's butt. They throw you in this, and you got that rug to sleep on and a pot to piss in, and that's it. They just throw you in there and kind of forget about you. Now we go over to the blacksmith. So we're growing some food along here. Blacksmith has his own place. Little vent hood for his things. Come across this. This is so difficult to make because I can't change all these things. I mean, I could delete them, but it wouldn't look as good if I did. Then you got the place with a blacksmith. Jars of ointments. Yeah, I agree. We need some more ointment jars. So the blacksmith has his own little... He was the first guy, so I figured he'd get a decent little place to sleep. I mean, they all have pretty good places to sleep, except for the ones that are enshrouded now. Storage. So my mailbox that I built. Storage of various things. And another secret entrance. You'll see a pattern. Secret entrance? Yeah. And then we've got another secret. So this is as far as I could go because that's enshrouded down there, so I can't get across that. And that's the natural gap that the devs made. So down here, I used to have that as a secret entrance, but it didn't. It would lock up and you get stuck. So this is the chapel, non-denominational chapel. Built back way in the day when we didn't have a whole bunch of stuff that we've got today. So just a standard non-denominational chapel. Basically back when the Shroud was taken over and shit was going south, you know, they were praying to any god they could to try to save them from all the crap that was going on. But yeah, that is my first contest. My second contest, I think, is all enshrouded now. The Halloween contest. Yeah, blinds, right, because the door will shove itself down into the ground. Yeah, exactly. So this is my contest build. I can't show you but in the front there, the stone, I chipped away just enough to make it look like the skull from Goonies, where they walk into to go to the bathroom at that one point. You can't really see it right now. The only thing I added to the exterior is this little upper portion and these stairs so that I could frame the flame altar. But all this is original. Didn't change anything. That little window is not original. And there's a secret entrance over here. Right there. I'm not going to go in just yet because I'll show you when we get there. This, unfortunately, is now completely enshrouded. It sucks, but it's whatever. So you come in the back, and since it was a Halloween build, it's really spooky, right? So you got all kinds of spooky stuff going on. You get this is where the collector is. That dude right there. So he's doing experiments on the denizens of Embervale, right? Like this guy, poor guy. I don't know how he got jammed into the wall like that, but he's just dead, and there's heads in the box there. I didn't realize they could sit on a chair. on that thing. Back when we couldn't angle those, man, actually making them angle is a huge pain back then. Got a little bit. You have to have a little bit of ventilation. That's that hole right there. Then you got the crypt, right? Remember, this is a Halloween build, contest build, so got a crypt there. Little like raising the dead thing. A secret entrance, of course. I mean, we gotta have a secret entrance, right? So there's one. And all down in the shroud, so he's not worried about people coming in. Well, keep in mind, we couldn't do that back then. When all of this stuff that you're seeing here was built, we didn't have precise placement. So a door went exactly how a door goes and no other option. So he's got himself a sweet little bathroom and a hidden door. Yeah, they are watching you. That kind of caved in a little bit, so it doesn't look like we can get out anymore. He's got some flying books in here. Getting the flying books isn't that hard. Getting the flying books to be at an angle back then, without the fine placement, was a huge pain in the ass. So that's the mouth. This is still a functional chest. I never looted it, so it's still a functional chest. And then we go up here to his bedroom. You got more flying books. Again, what you had to do is you had to put a head, and then you had to, like the VUCA head, because the tusks, you would rotate those off of the tusk and it would turn them and then place it like that. And then these two are the eyeballs of the head. That flickering light, I have no idea how it's doing it. I did not do that on purpose, but yeah. Again, made this before you could actually make those. So yeah, when you say you could lose yourself building, yes, absolutely yes. You could lose yourself in this game building. If you think of what you could do building, yes, you can build that. You can take over structures that the developers have installed or built, or you can build them yourself. I built this self as a proof of concept. This was to show people how to build a better town. This is actually my 6th highest viewed video on YouTube. And so you start off with this, right? It's a perfectly reasonable town. Looks like a lot of medieval towns you can think of, right? It's got a little alley in the back, it's got a water well, some stations to work on, some other tables. You know, people live in various places, stairs go somewhere. But it's just not that interesting because it's all straight lines. Now, granted, everything's straight lines because it's voxels, we don't have any much option. But this one here is the exact same thing. What I did is I lowered the front building down to give sight line of the back. I moved this building over a little bit and jutted out portion of it. I overlapped the top, sunk in the doors, added a step and a little garden to it, sunk in some of the windows, put in these. In Europe, you'll see a lot of buildings that have these nooks where like statues and things go. Yeah, I built all this. And by not having a straight line that goes down, so instead of having... Oh yeah, it's that, right. So instead of having a straight line going all the way down that and all the way down that, I changed the path to force your eye around things. I put this in the middle instead of off to the side. You know, added little nooks in places and shrunk in the stairs, added a little bit of corbelling to the stairs to make it look different. Added bay windows sticking out, things like that. All of that makes it more interesting. And that's kind of the thought process by when you want to build a structure out, instead of just nothing but straight lines, right? Straight lines, the whole alley is one big straight line. This is just a big square. That's just a square. It's perfectly fine. It's just not interesting. And that's kind of the thing that I work on doing, is trying to educate people on how to make it look more interesting. And these are just facades. There's nothing to them. Like literally nothing. They're just empty. Just to show proof of concepts. Like the sawhorse proof of concept, or these things of different widths. You can make really interesting ceilings. Gives more life to buildings, that's correct. It's all about taking what you have and making something new from it. Like these things are actually benches. You can sit on them. Sort of. You can't sit on these very easily just because I've got them all sitting like this. It's not going to let me. But spiral staircases, right? Or regular staircases. These are not stair treads. These are shelves. Now, I was not the one that came up with this idea. They're just shelving, and we figured out an efficient way to put them in to make them stairs. And they look nice. It's better than just using blocks as stairs. Let's see. The toilet. Instead of just having a base toilet, put a cabinet behind it facing backwards, and it makes it look more fancy. While making separate houses on mini flying islands and connect them with paths. I haven't done the flying island stuff yet. It's a lot of work. I applaud those people that do it, because building an island from absolute scratch up in the sky is not an easy time. It's a lot of moving flame altars around, starting lower, going higher, stairs everywhere. It's a lot of work. This L-shaped couch was one of my designs. This little dude. Before we had those things, carpet runner. You know, a concept for carpet runner or side. Then one of my favorites is this grotto seating. This is one of my favorite designs. It's a lot of work taking all these chairs and placing them one turn each for all of them. It's a lot of work, but the result is gorgeous. So that's just kind of the weird stuff that I do. Or like this. So you got this flower bed, put it in the wall, and it makes it look like an understory nook, right? Like you would have in an attic. Oh, so it would, but I tend to always use the same ones for continuity. It's not because I don't want to use anything else. It's because, like, I have them all set. I did all kinds of different testing with things, and I have all the blocks set out. Like the video that just came out, it's up there. Update 5 and 6 are up here. So Albanese Summits and Thralls of Twilight. I mean, technically I get paid because ads on YouTube. So update 5 is everything from over there. No, I'm sorry. That's update 4 to right here. Update 5 is all of this to there. And then update 6 is all of this. So I lay out everything, each update, showcase all the new cool stuff. That's update 3 there. I think. It's getting a little hard to remember. I've done so much of it. Yeah, no, we've got it. I'll show you. It's right here. Just right here. And you've also got this more metallic, really ornate style. I love the roof that came with it. It's kind of that that weathered copper look. So, one thing, and I said this in the video about the showcase, I'm really curious why the design is off. It's like we need to do a 1.5 by 1.5 to get the design correct, so that you see the whole design. It's a unusual choice from the devs. Normally they'll make it something like this, where when you put a full block, you get the full effect of whatever the design is for that block. I mean, to me, it looks like copper roofing. You know, aged copper roofing where it started to turn green. Sort of looks like to me. That came out with last Tuesday's patch. All this stuff you see right here just came out. Oh yeah, the whole roof in copper? Yeah. Besides just like filigree? Yeah. No, it'd be crazy expensive. Alright, let's get back to seeing what else we can design. This was me doing testing on how long the chains are. I just do a lot of weird stuff like that, just trying to figure out what I can make out of this or that or whatever. Why not, you know? Have fun with it. Someone was saying in the video, hey, there's horses in this one. Are we going to get horses soon? I'm like, man, I don't know. It'd be cool, though. I'd like to have mounts. Okay. So what else do we have? I kind of wanted to see if this would look any good sticking off of a wall, and if so, what would be the point? White Taurus, thanks for the follow, and Snake. Appreciate it. Alright, let's put on... I need to get a little bit of height. That's good enough. I want to see if I put this off of the wall, why? Like, is there a purpose to do it? Would it look any good? Why would we do it? RQ, okay, let's see. T? Well, technically, yes. Okay, and R? Yeah. Alright. So we did this. I don't know. I don't know what I think about that and why I would do it, or... It's something. I don't know what I could make of that, though. Do you have these? Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, let's look at this real quick. How far does this hang down? Okay, that's a little too far. So, let's get... So, no, and I've seen some of those. The person I originally saw built like a gypsy wagon, but as a train, built several of them. My God, it was amazing. That was so cool. I'm just like, yeah, that's big brain energy right there. Okay, so let's do that. Mill at the spiral. I don't know. It's broken for me. I reported it. You talking about the spiral? When I got to... let's see. Here. I think it's right here. Or is it here? I don't know. So somewhere over here, I think. You die to Deadly Shroud, but there's no Deadly Shroud down there. You can't see it, so it's already in the update to get fixed. Oh, I haven't seen that part yet then, because I haven't been able to get that far. Okay, can we directly on it? It looks like no. So I'm going to have to do... nope, nope, dummy. Man, we need a better camera to build. I appreciate that they gave us somewhat better. It's just still not enough. All right, that's not good enough. All right. Let's try that. Damn you. I mean, that works all right. I don't know that I love it, but it does work all right. What we need is a floating camera. So, if you notice, when I was trying to move that up, I actually could not see the top of it. If I go to place... That one's a little short, actually. If I go to place one of these, I actually can't see the top of it. Yeah, it's a bug. Yeah, it's been the patch will come Monday or Tuesday, as far as I'm understanding. They've got a whole bunch of it. So if you go onto the Discord on the troubleshooting section, there's a whole bunch of things that are being planned to be fixed. Mannequins in ice? Oh, I wonder if... I suppose I could put a mannequin in there now, then put all the gear on it. Let's see, which one? That's too big. He can't spread his legs that far. Same with him. Maybe this guy? Maybe him? His arms are awful far out, though. It'd be nice if we could move the whole mannequin by itself. So as far as rough day for 1.0, it is spring of 2025. Now, will that change? I don't know. They're still working hard on ice, but they are also still having water. But they are also still having problems. It is voxel. Even Minecraft that does voxel has problems with ice. So we'll see how, or with water. So we'll see how well they're able to make it happen. Okay, so first off, let's turn it like that. Wonder if I'm going to be able to do this with it in the cage. Let's see. So Q, no, not Q. R. Oh no, I can't. I'm gonna have to start from the bottom. Okay. So let's take off a layer. I'm gonna have to start below it and move it up. So the ones you're upgrading to 4 is just the building size. It's not the world. It's just the 160 meters. Only one flame altar. Once you have upgraded any flame altar on that world, the world is that no matter what. I haven't even upgraded this world. So once you get to level 8, your world is level 8 forever unless you delete your world. The individual altar going to level 4 or whatever, that's just how big you can build. Okay, so start in, yep. Okay, alright, yep, we like it. So now, okay, so Q. I can't see it. I'm gonna have to get out and stand on this. I can't see. Ah, and then I can't get in there to see. Ah, damn you. Okay, fine. You gotta be a turd. Turd in the wind. Alright, let's try from here. That should work. Now, here's the question. Will it let me fill it? I don't think it's going to let me, but let's find out. Let's get closer. Boo! Which means I have to place that first. I have to put all the gear on him first, then move this thing over. Damn it. Oh, you mean get it from the bottom? Because you'd be able to see just a little bit of the legs peeking out. Well, it's too late now. I can't even get it. I had to move the whole thing just to... Okay. Alright, let's do that. Let's clothe him. Now, what I can probably do is just... do that, and then... Where'd he go? There it is. I can't see. Damn it. This is what I mean. Without the camera, I can't change my perspective. That's why we need a free build camera. Okay, so now we're under it, and we are roughly centered. Bring it up till the feet just touch. I mean, I don't know that I love that specific pose, but it does work. You got a chain, and I didn't center it very well, but I did okay. You got a dude in there, maybe he's trying to grab the chain or something. It'd be better if I had the hand placed so he was grabbing one of the bars, right? He had his hand on his bar, like he was gonna shake it. I'm gonna shake it, right? I think it'd be better too if he had rags. By the way, if we're gonna talk about armor sets, when are we getting scav set? I want a scav armor, damn it. Alright, so that works alright. I'd be able to show people how to build that. I'll be able to show people how to build this. I like this one. I don't love the light inside of it, but I don't hate it. I don't like that it's bleeding through on this side. But it is interesting, either way. I think the metal fits very well with it. I don't know about this, and this fits. I just don't know that I care. Alright. I was going to see what I could use this for. So by stashing and having it coming down, or I mean coming out, I could definitely hang something on that. We need to get... Okay. How long are those chains? It's not short by any stretch. Yeah, the Firefly ones do work very well. I agree with that. If I deactivate a flame altar after, does it, the reborn... Okay, let me try to unpack that the way my brain works. So, as long as your world has been upgraded, your world will never change even if you have no flame altars. However, if I take this flame altar that says farm, it's the old 25 farm, and let's say it was upgraded to 4, but I needed it further over here. Let's just say I wanted to go closer to this because I don't know, I wanted to make a plank of shame into the shroud. I move it down here, I upgrade it to 4, or sorry, I delete that one, I put one here, it's going to be level 1 when you place it. So, because you're only upgrading the physical size of it, and since we can't move the altar itself, you have to build a new one. That's what happens. As long as you don't log out. Well, it's also a little bit of time. I think it's 2 hours is the maximum before it starts deleting stuff. I could be wrong on the 2 hours, but there is also an in-game time limit. All right, let's build another wall. Oh, it's 30 minutes if you're not in the same area. Fair enough. All right, let's build another wall. Okay, we can't go out too far because we're going to be out of bounds. Right there is fine. Now, we do this. So it's going to be R, that, and G? Yes. Okay. And then Q that. Aha, it does not stick out very far. Interesting. I can only get it out to stick out that far. So this would be an issue of build another wall, like right here, place it against that wall, then delete that wall, and I can have it stick out as far as I want. Like... Ooh, I got an idea, Okay. So if we did this... Alright, so let's say you have... That's probably too long. Let's find out if it's too long, though. So... these fire altars required to build somewhere? Yes. Yeah. So, like, well, like this one. Well, let's... The one I have here. The one I have here in my base... You're constructed with like 6 stone or 5 stone or something. Stones everywhere. Until you get in the later zones. Then you can't find any stone. That's a pain in the butt. But you build this, right? You can physically upgrade the size, which is how large you can build. It's a cube. So it starts at 40 by 40, I think. And then goes up from there. And then you can make the physical flame better by having a whole bunch of different crap, and that gives you more shroud timer, more bonuses to your stats, which makes you better, etc., so forth. You can have currently 10, 9 because I haven't done one thing. You have 10 in the world. You can also merge them, so like you can have multiples in one area and build an absolutely massive thing. You want to build Minas Tirith? You can, because someone's already done it. Come on. I just saw you. There we go. Black Agnes, how is it going? We are doing shenanigans. Building stuff, seeing what we can come up with, seeing what weird things I can manage. Okay. So here's an idea. So we have this, right? And it's a nice pole that goes across a space. What my thought is here... That is a way that we can have... Not necessarily a beam, but I don't know. I don't know exactly what I would use it for. Hang tapestries on it or something? Yeah. Yes, that many. It was that many. Yeah, it was a lot. We ended up getting most of what I wanted. So back, Agnes, since we have the barber sign, I have made a pretty decent blacksmith sign, right? From some pieces. Did this little thing with that... What is this called? The dark staff that has this hook on it, so you can like hook things on it on the wall, right? Hang stuff up in your kitchen or whatever. And then we did this guy. We put him in jail. Hung him from the ceiling. He's bad guy. I don't know what he did, but he's bad guy. And now we're just seeing what other things I can make. So I don't know what I would use that for. I just like the idea of it. I don't know. I don't know what exactly that would be. Other than, like I said, hanging 4-post bed, maybe? And then this would be a column instead. And then you can hang the little banners from it. The little blue ones. Well, that's a problem. First off, we don't really have very short chains. That's the shortest one we've got. We only have 2, technically. We have 3 if you count this thing, but it has a giant-ass torch at the end of it. Yeah, no. So, okay, we can place food items. They have this, like, coaster thing that you can put them on. Plate. But you'd see the plate. We can't just, like, have things hanging from it. Specifically. But I could do... I don't know, the chains... They would hang down so low. To, like, have pots and pans hanging, you know? Did I grab a swing hook? I don't think I did. Nah, I didn't grab a swing hook. Let's go find out. A swing hook's awful bulky. But let me grab one and let's see. Something you probably didn't see, Black Agnes, is I added a new flame altar to PRW. It's so that you can get access to the level 40 gem forge. So the one I had originally is just level 35, right there outside the shroud. Or in the shroud, but outside. This one's level 40, but you have to do the puzzle every time. What I did do is I made it so that the doors never have to be unlocked again. They're permanently open now. I cheesed it, and I'm not going to say what I did. No, it's not hard to figure out what I did. Let's see. All right, let's take that over. So it is still an issue. Jasper, I think, figured it out. It was somebody. It was in Discord. Type it into Google or something like that. Copy it, and then Control V in the game, and then you can move it, and it works fine. I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. I had to... Oh man, this took me like 2 hours. Because I had to dig through the whole mountainside, and it's granite. And granite I broke 1.5 pickaxes doing it. So I had to get up there, and that's sliding. So I'm having to try to dig, jump, right? And then go through this whole entire thing, all solid granite, to get over to here, place this thing, and then kept having to check it and check it and check it and see where we're at. So here's where you go. You go down here. This stays open. It's permanently unlocked. Day, night doesn't make any difference. The only problem is you have to do the puzzle every single time. I really hope Keen either changes that or gives us some additional, some above ground option, even if it's kind of tough to get to. Because now, you know what? We're here. Let me show you the puzzles. They're not hard, but some people are having a really serious hard time with them. Like, really hard time with them. So let me show you. There's 4 buttons. They're all past lava. Lava's not that difficult to jump past, but, you know. So this one is the first one people have a problem with, and this kills people like crazy. It's actually super easy. Hug the wall. Hug the wall, you don't get hit. That's it. Hug the wall, you don't get hit. It couldn't be simpler than that. I don't know if Keen meant it to be like that, because it's pretty cheap way to get away from getting hit. Slowing down here. Come into this one. So this one's this wall. Now this you gotta be careful, because if you look up, there's spikes and they will hit you. So you gotta go right to the edge. Whoops. I watched Christy and Chisel Chip doing this. She died so many times. Oh my god. She's like, son of a mother trucker! It was fun. It was fun to watch. Alright, there's your 4 buttons. And the sucky part is, you have to do this every single time. Every time you log back into this game that you want to come in and do the level 40s, you have to do the puzzle over and over and over again. And then the kind of shittier part is there's no easy way to get back up, so you just gotta log out. Log out and log back in. It's really the only way. I tried to make that so that you could get yourself back up, but you just really can't. I can't dig any further, or build any further down. Oh, that's right. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, here, I'll show you now. It's daytime. You can clearly see. It's daylight, right? I should not be able to get into this night sanctum because it's daylight. Door's open. So what I did is that flame shrine overlaps this door to right here. But it does not touch the buttons. Yeah, I know. We need a build cam. I know. Yep. Preaching to the choir there. Yeah, we do. Oh, it was me and someone else on Discord playing with that for a while till we figured out how to get it to work right. Like 3 hours this afternoon, we were messing with it, trying to get it to work. All right, let's go check out these other chains. I think you've seen this, Black Agnes, but have you seen my invisible stairs? The Athenor stairs. It's a great way to keep bad guys out if you don't want to have you want to have it just open and they're like, well, actually no, because it probably would be the same collision for them also. You'd have to have it more like this, to where you walk against an edge. Alright, let's check out these. Oh yeah, that's way too deep. For on that wouldn't work at all. I mean, it's good for doing stuff with it, but it wouldn't work in that respect. This be the kind of thing... Actually, that might even look better to hang this guy from, which means we need to go higher. I think it would probably look better because it's a big hook. Seems more substantial than that little chain there. Maybe. Alright, so that wouldn't work. I also want to see about this. I want to see if I can put this through the wall and how it would look. Alright, so R... G? Yeah, good enough. And... it's going to be the same problem. It won't stick through far enough. So I'd have to build another wall behind it. Put it on that wall to stick through this wall. Well, or do that. I really like the front of this. If you could bury it far enough in the wall, that looks really interesting. I mean, it'd be a super interesting look. Let's see if we can do that, because that'd be a super interesting look. That and G. Alright, let's see what we can get this to look like. Like that, maybe? It just sits there and smokes a little bit. That is really cool looking. I don't know what I would use it for, but... I could see those being like against a wall in a hallway, going from one place to another or something like that. And you got these just sitting out like that, just sitting there kind of smoking, just gives it an atmosphere. That's really interesting. I like that idea. I do like how far it will sit out from the wall too. I really like that. I have been wanting to try these two to see what they'll look like. Gee. Oh, yeah, let's do it all weird like. Sure, that's exactly what I wanted. What's the other button? T. Oh, it's all messed up. Oh man, that thing is so messed up. Let's try this again. I don't know what I did, but I screwed it up. Okay, let's start from the floor, I guess. Oh man. T. Why is it going in such a weird... Okay. It's a weird diamond. Is that what it is? It is. That's so weird. That it turns as a diamond. I wonder if it's supposed to be a diamond and not a square. Well, that's certainly interesting. That's not what I want. We haven't tried those yet either. We could definitely use that for something. I don't know what yet, but we could use it for something. And then... the pole. The infamous pole. There, and G. There you go. That'd be a good way to trim the top of your jail fencing. Oh, speaking of, for those who are like me and would like to know when the hell we're getting prison doors, you can do it with the fence. It just, you can't make it close. I mean, they're in the game, but they just haven't given them to us yet. So you have to set the bottom, so you have to build 2 blocks. And you got to build them in this like diagonal pattern. Like that. Then put the top one on it. Set it where you want against the opening. Then remove all these. And put the bottom one in and put it over pixel perfect. And then you put that piece on the side. And then it looks like a door. It's the only way we can get a proper door right now. You would just do this. And then because we have this, we go boop. Nope, not that one. Well, it would help if I could get open. Well, yeah, it might work. There we go. Close enough. Yeah, I messed up a little bit, but you get the idea. And then that allows you to create a door, because we can't have a door. I don't know why we can't have a door, but we can't have a door for our jails. But by placing this one up along the edge, the top edge, that allows you to complete out your jail cell and the door and all that and make it look proper. Instead of just having no terminations on it. Because most of the time we just use that guy right there. I mean, I suppose now you could even use those bars. Yeah, you need... Well, patience. How long has it been? We've had the... Let's see. We had this square, this corner, and these sides for... And this door. We've had the door opening since update 4 or 3. Like, the better part of a year ago. How much more patience do I have to have? Okay. I think these would make really good windows. Like, I think they make really nice windows. Let's take a look. Do I care about taking that out? Not really. I think it's going to be a 3. Windmill blades win? Yes, there you go. Exactly. I'm surprised someone hasn't figured out how to make them yet. Just with parts and pieces of other things. Alright, so let's go... I think we can go 1 block wider and 1 block taller. So 4 by 3 it looks like. Oh, let me stand on it. Nope, 4 by 3 is wrong. Okay, alright, so now we're going to have to play the move it up and down game to get that just right. Okay, screw you. I like that. Let me grab a drink. Oh my god, the long metal church windows. Well, the wooden ones are the same. Oh, hang on. This is the third time I've gotten hiccups today. Damn it. I'm trying to decide if we should go one more block in. I hope that's not that loud on the thing. I'm trying to stop my hiccups. Okay. I don't like that it doesn't show the wood on both sides. Yeah, it's not as good. I don't like that as much. Okay. Let's go back to 4x2. Stupid hiccups. Oh, you know what? Yeah, cover edge with ivy, I agree with that. But I think it should be in that kind of wall. That is a handsome wall, or a window. There's even the fancier one too. Let me go grab that. One sec, I need to take my hoodie off. Let's grab, I like the flower stuff. Sorry. Oh no, that's not as good. Also, I don't know what's going on with this. Why'd they give us a whole map for a dragon and then not even bother to give us something to display it in? Yes, no, we definitely... We could use more homes. The problem is, the more we build, the more we're going to bring down the performance level of PRW. So it's a double-edged sword. It'll make it look better, and it'll be more lived in, but it'll also be harder for people with lower-end systems to play. To use, I mean. Yep, open chest bug still an issue. All of that's in the update that will be like Monday or Tuesday, probably. I don't know the date it's coming, but it's already listed on the troubleshooting page on their Discord. Oh, wrong side. We gotta go back to this one. Let's do some painting. I like it. Maybe... Oh yeah, no worries. That works. I like those as windows. Those are nice. Okay. So we got that. How do I have... Oh, because I must have some on my property too. Whoopsie. Oh, hiccups. What else do we want to test? There is... Here, I gotta go back. We gotta get a round shield. That one looks the part. That kind of does. That does, but I think it's really little, if I remember right. Oh, right. Can't display those. Sergeant Dead Red and 41. We're getting raided, everybody. I think we're getting in trouble. They're coming for us. Everybody hide. Oh man, of course I get raided when I got hiccups. Perfect time to be raided, right? Okay, so what I want to check. Would it be this button? No. Won't be in and out for this. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I want this like that. Well, that can I even function with that there? Let's find out. Ooh, maybe. All right. So what I'm thinking of is wheels, because now that we can move that stuff and put them like inside walls and all that, we could use the shields as wheels. I know we have actual buggies now, but still. Alright, so put that in there. Let's see which one looks better. Grandy... I am so sorry I've got hiccups. I'm trying to speak. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Alright, there's that one. And what about this one? And there's that one. I mean, I think they all look fine as wheels. On a cart, I know we have carts now, but I think all of them represent wheels fine. And how are you doing, Grandium? How's everybody doing? Just hanging out? Getting your drops in? We are building stuff, seeing what things I can smash into other things to make new things. Like smashing in this guy into the wall, and then you've got this interesting smoky deal sticking through the wall that just could be an interesting thing in your base. I don't know what kind of thing, but it's a thing. I'm doing great if I get my damn hiccups to go away. Third time today. We got this guy hanging out inside his jail. This little prison cell. He's in trouble. That's where I should put my hiccups in that damn thing right there. Made a sign for the blacksmith. I mean, that represents blacksmith pretty well, I think. If I had pickles, I would eat some pickles. We got carpeting. Figured that out. One of the new railings works, well, it's called a fence, but it's a railing. It works very well as a window, especially if you put it into a wooden structure right there. That's a simple wooden fence, and then you just got to bring it down a little bit to get the horizontals to look right. It looks very good. That's kind of the stuff we're working on. Man, I do. Yeah, the heavy breaths do tend to work. I would love to scare myself. Someone scare me. Yell boo. I don't know. Hop on one foot. All right, we need to get. I need to go back over to here, and I need to get some planters to try to make one for the farmer. Oh my god, I'm scared. That's so scary. Don't do that to me. Yeah, I think after selling 4 million copies, they're going to be doing Enshrouded for a while. All right. What's a big one? These are all the new ones. Fernpot's fairly good size. I need one to be in this big boy. That's what I needed. I think these are the biggest that we've got. Let's try this. That is not very big. Because I'm trying to think of how I can make hanging pots. That's not very big. It's going to be tough to use that with the chains and whatnot. Like, where'd it go? This chain. Because it's not, I mean, it's not unsubstantial by any means. I suppose I could do it with this and just push this up higher, like up into the ceiling section. Might work. Same, I could do that because it's fairly thin. Could do that with 2 pieces. And then we could do... Nope, nope, stop it. Stop it. We do this. That's the wall mount, so we do that one. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. Because we want to make one for the farmer. Trying to make one for each of these guys is not going to be very easy. Okay. I don't need these floating in the air right here. Okay, fine. Alright, so if I wanted this... God, it's so little, though. Let's go to the back. It's just so little. Alright, let's try... Okay. Now, right. Yep, that was going to happen. Okay, so I need to move one of those over. Alright. So if we did it, maybe we do it like... It's just a little bit sticks out. I think that could work just like that. Do that there. But then we need to move... Oh, can I? Oh, I don't know that I can reach it. The address is open quest when you have done one with the remove the quest. Oh, you mean like Queen's Tomb that I've done I can't tell you how many times? I've even gone back and done it again just to make sure it was done, and I still can't get it to clear, no matter how many times I do it. It drives me crazy. And then the missed ones. I've done the whole follow the melody thing multiple times. I've done it on stream, and it just won't go away. Yes, and Keen does know about it. Yeah, I agree. I hope they fix it. Alright, so I can't get into there, so let's do that. Hey, let me pick it up. Oh no, I think that is the right one. Oh, perfect, okay. There we go. That should work. Missed. Alright, so that gets rid of that, and then put this guy back on. Go back to here. Right to the middle. I like that. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't know that that represents the farmer all that well, but I don't hate it. It's not terrible. And to replace action when you accidentally disable an item. So here's what I would like to see when it comes to that. Okay, let's say you have the Blue Goblet Inn or whatever that thing's called. Yeah, Blue Goblet Tavern. Everybody likes it. A lot of people use it. But in there, there's so many little things that you're sitting there trying to renovate it and get it back to the... Oh, damn it. disassembled something and now it's gone forever because we can't replace half the things in there. I would like them to have a setting. I don't know if it would be in the actual like settings or if it would be on our flame altar. I think it would be better to have on the flame altar than on the world. So we come over here to your flame altar and then give us an option. When I come into this, you come down here, you've got renames, whatever. Give us a new one, T, I don't know. And T turns off or turns on it's called disassemble, right? I think the term is disassemble to get rid of stuff that was there. I like the idea of it being flame altar specific because then it would be turned on by default. And sometimes I just want to drop a flame altar and get rid of crap in my way, right? And then get rid of the flame altar. So I think that could be a cool thing. So yeah, I don't love it, I don't hate it, but it's something. It's another way. I mean, we already have ways to put them on walls, so I don't know that hanging them makes that big of a deal or big of a difference. But it's something. I need to come up with something really good for... Okay, we could... Alright. So like these round shields, it doesn't have to be round. Actually, it could be this. Okay. Alright, so hear me out. Let's do something right here. Okay, let's do it on this. There you go. Right there. There's our kitchen. Oh, that's just... No. Okay. There. Alright, perfect. But I want it backwards. So backwards is going to be green. R. Like that. And then Q is probably going to... Yep. Alright. So imagine that, and then we... no, I can go up here and get some. Let me go up and grab them from the upstairs. So this could be a way that you could do for a tavern-like thing. And I guess we could say the farmer would be the tavern person. Uh-oh, am I gonna have enough? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just barely made it. So we could do... Alright, so you got... I don't know what I want to do, drinks or just food items? Drinks that seem weird sticking out, but I don't know, let's take them both anyway, just in case. Okay. So now what you would do is you'd have another one of these and you'd face it backwards. I have another one. Let's do that. Let's put it on there. Because you do it on both sides. Q, and it's R. And Q. That. So you'd have that, right? And then you would have... G. Oh, which way's up and which way's down? Oh, I don't know. I think this is right. Okay. You shithead. Are you kidding? It's not letting me inspect them? They must be backwards. Damn you, they must be backwards. Oh, that sucks. Alright, let's see how backwards it is. No, it's not backwards. What the hell? Why won't it let me? That's interesting. It's too close to that, I guess, so it won't... Man, this has turned out to be a pain in the butt. I mean, I thought my idea was clever enough. Apparently, it's not that clever. Because it's not working very well. Pull those guys back up. Let's try this again. That is the wrong shield, sir. Not Q. I don't love it. I don't love it at all. Yeah, I don't. This is not working like I want it to. You'd also have to figure out just the right combination of food items to make it look really nice, you know? And I don't know that, oh, see, this is something I don't like, right? I put it in my bag. It goes into my bag, which I don't need it to go into my bag, but it came from a box. Why can't it go back into the box that it came from? It seems like that would be a reasonable thing. If it's coming from a box, can't it just go back to that box? Seems reasonable. Alright, I didn't love that. I like some of the things we've done so far. I did not like that. That's a good question. What if I put this through the wall? So instead of having the regular hanging lantern, it's freaking off. Damn it. Nope. Not playing that game. There we are. Okay, now that we're there, what can I get it through? Not enough that way. Okay, if I start over here... There we go. Now, what if I did it just... that much? That could work. So as long as you have enough space to put that in the wall somewhere, you could have a wall. Okay, so you know how the ceiling. Because a lot of times, at least in America, we have these ceiling lamps that just attach to the ceiling. It's just kind of like an upside down bowl that's a light. You could have that, or it's a wall sconce that doesn't have. It doesn't have this little bit on the back of it that mounts to the wall. It just mounts on the wall from the inside. You take this little cover bit off, and it mounts that way. Oh, you do? Okay. You never know, man. We do some weird shit in America. Especially with our homes. I've seen a lot of people, they're overseas, like, why does your outlet have these 3 prongs on it? Why can you just stick your fingers right in there and shock yourself? Yeah, that could work too. I like this idea right here. I like that one. Shields as wheels. It's not like I made that idea up or anything. This one's weird that it's a diamond shape when you put it in. Of course, I like this. I might try it with a different pose. I just don't know if I like this pose, right? Like, I don't know if I love that pose. If they're going to be stuck in there, I suppose that one could work. These guys won't because their feet are too far. What are you going to be doing? Fake bowing? You like your fake guitaring, right? So that's kind of cool. I like this one. This one turned out well. With or without the light, whatever. That turned out well. And I like the... Oh, well, okay. Hang on. If we got carpets, with those things, what else can we do? What other ones do we have? Granny, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so if we have those guys, what other things can we use? I mean, we could use these, but you have the wood sticking up, so that doesn't work as well. Right? Having those, but you have the wood... If you could put it in a spot where the wood doesn't stick up, great. That's fine. And then, of course, that was always able to be put on the floor, so that doesn't really count. Hi, puppers. We'll give you some pets. That's the good scritches right there. Alright, so what else is there? Oh, that could make a decent window also. Let's try those two. That's a little chunky. I mean, it would work for a stone building, I think. But it is a little chunky. You could hang this on that hook. I don't know why, but you could. Presents. those things. Maps that we can't do anything with. Right. These. Ow, that would be a big ass. Run out of space. That would be one big damn carpet. Then there's also floor holes now. I think. I haven't tried doors. I assume you can flip doors now. So you can have floor holes. Ceiling holes. This bad boy opens up to a basement vault or something. That could be cool. Alright, let's go back and check these other items. Skylight, yes. Well, that someone had done that before a while back with the floor one. The old-timey, the two that we have that are floor. And they made a whole build where they put them towards the center. So if you open both sides, it came open and made a skylight. Like, that was way, way back in the day, because we had those from the beginning. Those two pieces. Two floor ones. Alright. How about a big damn floor? Yeah, this is going to be a lot. G. A little more G. There we go. See, like this. This is why we need building camera, because I can't see past that end. I don't know how far I'm at. Right, I'm off the screen. Okay. Do it like this. Q. Down. I don't think these are going to make that good of floor carpets, but we're going to check it out. It's okay. It's all right. I don't hate it. You'd have to hide this because it's an actual bump, unlike these, which is just a minor inconvenience. These are way better, but I don't hate that. Now that we can do that, that also could be really good on the ceiling. This could be a good way to have for like an entrance where you enter into the building and then there's like a bench seat right here or a sign-in desk and you go around on both sides. Because you're coming in and you've got the Great Seal. A corridor, yeah. I think that could work in that respect. I wanted to check out this window. This one looks fancy. Let's see. Let's put it in... Does this go all the way through? It does. Okay. That looks good to me. No. Grab the right one. Oh. It's different, huh? Maybe not. Maybe I don't like it so much. Stand on the pot, you turd. Okay. I need a step stool. There we go. Okay. It's definitely more like bars. Like you got iron bars in your building. You know, it's not as a little more fancy as that one is, right? It's a little more industry. I don't like it as much. Not as much as the other one we had. Alright, what else did I bring over to try? Was that it? That might be it. I want to see what this looks like going through the wall, though. Oh, this is a perfect thing for a towel holder or toilet paper holder. Toilet paper roll holder. There you go. That's perfect. Okay, so you'd be like, yeah, it'd be like that. Ooh, I'm gonna have to put. No, it might work. It might work. No, still one more. Okay, there we go. So now we go Q, back the other way. That works very well. Now we have a toilet roll holder. Of course we don't have toilet paper. But, you know. Yes, that could work as a toilet roll. See, there you go. It's all about the finer details. Did I bring the little nub too? Or just bring that one? I just brought that one, okay. Anything else here we wanted to test out? I feel like I'm growing extra material somehow. I think that's good. We got a lot of interesting, well, not a lot. We got a fair bit of interesting ideas of smashing things into other things to make new things. Some of them better than others. Some of them obvious. I mean, I think anybody could have figured it out as soon as they brought these in. Oh, I got new carpets for my house. Great. I like this. This is going to be for the blacksmith for sure. I like this. Maybe different clothing for sure, because I don't really care for that clothing. Had to be more rags like, which I hope we get the scav set sometime soon, because that'd be awesome. I love both of those ideas. I like that idea. I have to see if I can figure out something to use for that, because I don't know. It's interesting, but. And I don't know that I love this idea. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me. We're at 3 hours. I do appreciate everybody that stopped by. Black Agnes, always good to see you. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.